My dear sisters and children, in today's gospel, Jesus makes very clear about discipleship. How his disciple have to be, Jesus makes things very clear. He is telling very clearly and categorically according to St. Luke's Gospel, chapter 14, verses 25. If anyone comes to me and does not hate his own father and mother and wife and children and brothers and sisters, yes, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Before telling this word, and the gospel is narrating great multitude accompanied Jesus. There were a very good number of people following Jesus, going behind Jesus. But were they all disciples of Jesus? Were they all disciples of Jesus? No. Because many followed Jesus. Many followed him to get healing. Many followed him because he spoke very, powerfully with the authority. Many followed him just to have a glimpse of him, to see him. Just like when we hear on the road, a celebrity is going on the road, what will we do? We also just go and see who is this fellow we hear of. So many had their own self-interest on Jesus. But Jesus did not consider everyone to be his disciples. Only he considered them as his own disciples. When Jesus says, does not hate, does he mean that we have to tell to our parents, I hate you because I love Jesus? Now, what does Jesus mean by hate? Preference. Preference for what we give. Whether we give first preference to God or to our own father, mother, sister, and brother. If we give more importance to them, important to worldly things, important to our own relatives, important to our own friends, and neglect God, then we are not disciples. And therefore only Jesus goes to the extent of telling even his or her own life, even a person who gives more preference to his own or her life, he or she cannot be my disciple of Jesus. And therefore, today's gospel he completes, whoever does not renounce all that he has cannot be my disciple. What are things we have? We have our own life, we have our own relatives, we have our own friends, we have our own health, wealth, and we have so many other things which we are clinging to, which we are attached to. And when we come out of that attachment, out of that closeness with others, first love God, be close to God, then come to others. So Jesus makes things clear to us that we must renounce everything, put God first. Just like when we want to have the bullock cart to go, can we tie the bullock cart at the back? Can the bullock cart move forward? Where we have to put the bulls? Front. When we put the bulls in front, the bulls will pull the bullock cart. Same way, when we put God friend only, he will pull our life. And whatever other methods we follow or we use, will be futile and useless unless we give first preference to God. When God comes first, everything will follow. And that is what Jesus is insisting or imposing or teaching to each one of us. So if we want to be Jesus' disciples, we have to renounce everything and even our own life. And therefore, let us take the call of Jesus as a call to be a total disciple of Jesus. Amen.